For the sake of all the people you've killed, I'm going to beat you!
Hey, what's up guys, Warrior93 here, and here is yet a little mini-ish, discussion-ish video really talking about the future of Dragon Ball Super's animation quality overall. Well, if you've been keeping up with the series, you've noticed that episode 5 was really pretty much the worst looking episode in the whole series so far. Which is a shame because that was the debut of the first big fight. I mean, there were fights before that, but this is the first big one. Well, there's actually a reason for that. Dragon Ball has always been a long-running anime, meaning that it always debuts a new episode every week. You know, with the exceptions of events and stuff going on. It always has some pros and cons to it. Pros being that we get to see some new episodes every week, and especially for a series like Dragon Ball, which tends to be a little bit slower, it helps with story to progress further. Cons being that unfortunately the budget will differ as well. Although the budgets haven't had any noticeable difference for voice acting, it does take a noticeable difference when it comes to art and animation quality of the episodes. So in accordance to Dragon Ball, usually we tend to see maybe three good episodes, and then we see maybe that one episode that doesn't look so well drawn. Well, in Super, it seems like we've seen 3 good episodes, 1 decent one, and 1 bad one overall. So that's why Dragon Ball has always suffered from these kind of flaws for these episodes. But why is Dragon Ball Super having such a more noticeable difference? Well, that can be answered like this. From what I've gathered, in Japan, animators only get paid about $40 in US currency for their part in the episode. I don't know what that is in yen, but $40 in US currency. And they have to meet a deadline. So to keep up, the animators are forced to work at a faster pace, rushing through their projects for other series so they can work on the next one so they can earn, more money. So when they rush it, obviously it's going to tend to look bad like we've seen. With according to Dragon Ball Super, it also didn't help that the studio Toei hired was to animate episode 5 had no experience, or at most little experience, with Dragon Ball's unique action sequences. So they didn't have much time to actually get used to Dragon Ball. So with this new knowledge, I really hope that the studio really gets used to Dragon Ball and we don't get poorly drawn episodes like that again, and you guys don't give Toei too much flack for a studio that didn't have much experience with Dragon Ball at all. It's still unacceptable that they even gave Dragon Ball, a studio to Dragon Ball to a studio like that, but I mean, it happened. I guess we just gotta live with it. So now I really want to give my opinion on what really the standard should be for this new art style and animation, because we've seen it in such amazing quality many times before, ranging from movies such as Battle of Gods Resurrection F, short little trailers for Dragon Ball Heroes, and for video games such as Ultimate Tenkaichi Battle of Z and their openings and cutscenes. So anyone who objectively says this art style is bad is pretty much biased, because objectively when you look at it, it's not really that bad. It's just maybe not your cup of tea. So honestly, I think the standard should at least be up to par, as planned to eradicate the Super Saiyans remastered OVA from the video game Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2. The animation from 2010 is pretty much some amazing quality for the series and has about as long as an average episode. We cannot say it's impossible to make it look like that, because it has been done before for video games, so you can pretty much guarantee that there wasn't a huge budget put into it, because Toei would be gaining some revenue as everything else that they licensed. I'm not sure about the percentage, I'm pretty sure it's pretty large, because when you think about it, if they're going to put a big budget into an OVA in a video game, that would be a bad business choice. So they probably didn't put that much of a budget, but yet the OVA looked pretty amazing. It's 2015 now, and I think the animation like that should be just easy to do, since that was back in 2010. They just need to hire the right studios to do so. We don't need a subpar content such as what we're getting now. But those are my thoughts. What are yours? What is your preferred standard of art style and animation for Dragon Ball? Let me know in them comments below. Make sure to blast that like button with your strongest Kamehameha ever. It helps support the channel. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, if you like discussions on Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, such as these. And I will see you all later.